Hello, welcome to Final Fantasy X HD. Today I'm going to just show off training Chocobos. I've already done this. I actually did it during a live stream in relative ease, much to my surprise actually. I keep forgetting she has no voice acting. But I'm going to go ahead and show it anyway. You've already seen Wobbly Chocobo. Just get to the end. Dodger Chocobo is your introduction to complete and utter bollocks. And I believe you have to beat 18 seconds. I already have done this a little bit, so... The trick here is to use the D-pad. Whoops. Not do that, obviously, but the trick here is to use the D-pad. And completely ignore what I'm doing, and don't dodge between... I still got enough time anyway, but don't dodge between the shots. Try and time it so that you can dodge from left to right whilst the 3 shots go by. Let's show it off one more time. This will be a relatively short video anyway, but basically, just make very slight turns. Kind of like this. Oh, well. Except for that last one, obviously. Oh, come on. Look at me! Do exactly as I say, and then I'll get hit by every one of these balls. Also, don't miss the goal. You only have, I think it's 18 seconds on that one, so the first one actually counted. It's not particularly hard. Give it a couple tries and you should be fine. Hyper Dodger, however, can be either the easiest thing in the world or the most irritating thing in the world. You have to pretty much immediately turn to one of the sides, by the way. The balls here explode outward. There's also a bird. The bird is like a heat-seeking blitzball from the last race, except it can do that. Like that. Like that. If you get hit at the very end, you're probably gonna keep getting hit. This one, I believe you have to beat like a 19 and a half or 19 or something like that. That was actually my bad because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, now I'm just being terrible at this. Yeah, now I'm just being terrible at this. If you get hit right at the end of the finish line, it's almost impossible not to get hit every single time the bird spawns. So if you get hit there, it's basically a lost cause and you may as well just try to finish and redo. Just like before, don't try to dodge the bird too early or too late. Like, that was way too late, so I might get myself stuck in a loop here. Nope, there we go. That was a decent run. 16-4 was actually better than before. Hooray! Get an ether. Woo. So again, just like Dodger, give it a couple tries and you should get through it fine. It's not particularly difficult to pass. However, Catcher Chocobo is the important one. So she's actually the challenger because I've won. My best time so far is 0-0. That's because that's the time you have to get in order to get Titus's, or Titus. In order to get his sigil, I believe. You have to get 0-0 or better. I think there's some rounding issues. So if you get 0-0.1, you won't actually get it, but it'll show as 0-0. It's not a bug, I think it's just rounding errors. There's not really a whole lot you can do about that. A couple tips for this: it's random, where the balloons spawn. You need 12 balloons and 0 birds, I believe. Something like that, and one additional balloon for every bird that hits you, plus a little bit because it stops you. Yep, just random, so just keep trying over and over. You need to get something around 5 balloons in this first area in order to have a decent chance of getting 0-0. See, this is a decent spawn. Don't go for that first one. She starts slightly ahead of you, so if you try to fight her for the first balloon, and you don't just go straight forward, she will always get it. So don't worry too much about it. Like right now, I could probably be a little more aggressive and grab that balloon that was on the left, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to stay over here. Now there's a little bit of a weird bug here. If you push your Chocobo too hard to the right, at the start of this area, you'll actually get your Chocobo like stuck onto a wall, kind of. And it'll freak out and it'll go into like wobbly Chocobo mode. So dodge to the left at the first part of that third area. It'll make it a little bit easier to get through. That was actually a really good run. In fact, I got 0-0 again. Alright, well there you go. That's basically what you have to do. You have to get lucky at the start. You have to get several balloons at the start, and then just don't be too aggressive. Get the majority of the rest of your balloons before the third area, because the third area is the riskiest for birds. But that's basically it. Use the D-pad. You don't need to push forward. The Chocobo automatically runs forward. So just tap on the D-pad to get your Chocobo to turn. Don't hold it. It'll freak the Chocobo out. I don't really like that. But yeah, that's basically it. Just keep trying it. Once you've done catch your Chocobo a few times, you'll kind of get used to what you have to do. So it becomes much less of an issue, but it is still random. It's RNG, there's chance. Sometimes you'll get hit by birds when you shouldn't have, etc, etc. Just keep trying, basically. As you can see, you can get hit by 1 or 2 birds. Generally don't get hit by more than 1. If you get hit by more than 1, you're probably not going to have enough balloons to counter it. So getting hit by 1 isn't the end of the world. Don't rage quite yet, and just, you know, keep your cool, basically, is all I can say there. It's random, so there's not a whole lot of tips anyone can give you. But anyway, once you've done that, and technically if you get 0-0 on the first try on Catcher, beat her again, but don't get 0-0, just get a better time than her. The reason for that is you have to beat her in order to get this guard to disappear up here in the north. We haven't been here, and the guard won't be here because we've already done this, but there's normally a guard up here. And I might actually get in random encounters because I don't have a random encounter thing anymore because I accidentally sold it. Oh, nope, there he is. There's your guard. You notice I only beat her once. If you leave the area and come back, you have to beat her again. You don't have to get 0-0 again, but you do have to beat her again. And that guard will disappear. Down there, you have to use the Celestial Mirror to open up a part of the wall that will give you the Cudbold, which is Humphrey's celestial weapon. And then you can take that, the sigil you got from getting 0-0, and the crest you got from... I think it's the beginning of the game? Can't actually remember when you get it, but the sun crest is his. I think you get that like really early in the game. Or no, his is at Zanarkand, where Yunalesca is. It's Yuna's that you get really early in the game. But anyway, you take those, you put them at the giant crystal ball of magic, and it gives you this, which is a really good weapon because it has evade encounter and magic counter, so pretty good. But anyway, that'll give you Tidus's ultimate weapon, as well as the sigil to get his ultimate weapon. This is the hardest part of his weapon. Obviously, the other one you just get from beating Yunalesca, as long as you don't forget. So his isn't particularly hard. It's actually fairly easy once you've got it down. I got 0-0 first try here, and it took maybe 30 minutes the last time, so not too bad once you know what you're doing. As opposed to someone else's, like, Lulu's, where you have to dodge 200 lightning strikes, which is just time consuming, so I won't be showing that, but hey. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. This is way more rambly of a video, than I was anticipating it being, so go ahead and end it here, and I will see you guys for the next weapon, whatever that may be.